Something we like to do to kind of get a temperature gauge on who's joining us today, we like to throw in a quick question. So if you can answer the question in the chat and make sure that you're replying all so we can get to know each other. So I threw in a question in there, and students, please feel free to respond to. The question is, where do you wish you were dialing in from today? I personally wish I was dialing in from Hawaii. Oh, Elise says Bali. That's fun. Spain from Bryce, somewhere colder than California from Emily. Outer space. That's cool one. Isabel's dialing in from Bakersfield. Javier, which is he was in Paris. Broadcasting live in New York City. Cambodia, St. John. Super fun locations. Greece from Resleen. Ireland from Michelle. Yeah, I've definitely been thinking about, especially being able to work remotely. Like, where can I go to like really just work somewhere different? Australia, it's a good one. All right, so we are coming up here at 11:03, so we can go ahead and get started here. Thank you all so much for being here with us today to really celebrate these talented students. And a lot of you have been sharing where you wish you were dialing in from. But before we kick off, I would like to go through a couple housekeeping pieces. As the students are presenting, please mute your mics and stop your videos. This will be recording. So we will be sharing out the recording after. So please feel free to throw in any cheers in the chat box or questions that you have, but really excited to celebrate these students today. So just to kind of kick off with a little bit about myself, my name is Isis Torres. I am the program coordinator for the NASDAQ Entrepreneur Center, and I had the honor of working with this amazing team, inspiring faculty, founders, and really talented students. And it's with such great excitement, I welcome you to the celebration to really showcase all the learning and growth that has happened within just the past few months. And so before we get started, I did want to do a quick recap of how the program evolved. We at the NASDAQ Entrepreneur Center are committed to building an inclusive and accessible entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are trailblazers and change makers with the ability to solve some of the world's toughest problems. In turn, they play a critical role in strengthening the economy and create valuable services for our society, especially in times of great change, challenge, and uncertainty as we are facing today. The journey of entrepreneur is full of challenges, and one of the top 3 things that keeps founders up at night is, and I'm actually going to launch a poll here to have everyone do a quick guess. I'm going to launch the poll. What's the #1 thing keeping founders up at night? Take a guess here with the poll popping up on your screen. Awesome. So I'm going to end this poll, share my results here. So you guys got it right. It's hiring talent. And then a close second, we have money, and then third, coffee, and then scaling, third. So you guys are right. It is hiring talent, hiring the right student talent. And for fast-moving startups, the problem is exponential. Talent needs are dynamic, organizations morph overnight, and the pace of change requires a much more agile approach to talent recruitment and retention. The work of one talented person can deeply accelerate the trajectory of early stage businesses. And we believe students like this group that we have here who have an interest in entrepreneurship and have been recognized by the faculty as leaders provide a unique talent pool for talent-hungry startups. So a few program highlights here: 12 weeks, 12 community college students matched, 8 early stage startup companies, 1 faculty mentor, 7 student learning sessions as a group, 12 hours of Zoom meetings, plenty cups of coffee, multiple published blogs, and countless numbers of learning. Thank you to the 8 impressive startups: Bloom Bras, Stock Card, Zemply, Pep Talker, Build Array, Moku Foods, Vanalize, and Go Paladin, who participated in the second cohort. Your support and dedication added tremendous value to each student's success in this program. And we really hope you learned new ways to integrate students into your organizations and leverage this special source of talent as they continue to grow. Now, for the students, I'd like to congratulate all of you for completing this program during this unique times. Whether you end up working at a startup, starting your own business, or taking this entrepreneurial skill set and mindset to a larger organization, I know you are much richer for having this experience. And the learnings and insights and discovery you shared these past couple months will continue to help you advance personally and professionally in the most obvious and non-obvious ways. I encourage you to write, reflect, and continue to share your experience with friends, family, and mentors, as our learnings are often more deeply imprinted on us as we share outwardly our thoughts and experiences with others. And on that note, I have a fun ask for each of you to please help us at the center to continue to build supportive structures so that students like you from around the globe can learn what it takes to be successful at advancing their entrepreneurial mindsets. Of course, this program would not be possible without the support of Elise Campbell, Regional Director of Business and Entrepreneurship, and Sarah McCosey, Adjunct Business Administrator and Instructor at Reedley College. Our mission at the center is really to democratize entrepreneurship for underserved talent, and we believe students are a powerful resource in accomplishing this goal. We're focused on understanding the barriers to entrepreneurship and developing promising solutions as it relates to the entrepreneurial mindset, networks, and connections, and access to capital to accelerate the entrepreneurial capabilities for the benefit of our lives, communities, and the world. This is the journey that we're not alone on, and we're so deeply grateful for our partners who make this work of our nonprofit possible. At the NASDAQ Center, we share your wisdom and vision for building the next generation of entrepreneurs, and we are so grateful to learn beside you and understand how the infusion of the smart student talent can be a lever for growth and competitive advantage. Thank you again for celebrating these talented students with us. And with that said, I hand it over to my incredible partner, Matthew Locke.
Thank you, Isis. Good morning, everyone. Like Isis says, I'm Matthew Locke, and I'm one of the program leads at Intern Match. And you know, we've been working on this for over a year, a little under a year. And you know, this is the second cohort, and we're really excited to showcase, or excited to see what everyone has done. And I'm so lucky that I've gotten to witness firsthand the growth of all the students from these past 12 weeks. I can't even thank everyone enough, from Chuck to Sarah to Elise, with all their help with the startups and students, and the devotion and dedication that everyone has played a part in. And I'm beyond blessed to be able to be a part of this program. The ceremony is a magnificent showcase of all the amazing work that all of you do and have done, and are continuously doing every day, even under the circumstances of staying at home and working and trying to be creative in a place that maybe feels stagnant. It's really great to see you all thrive in that. And you know, I'm grateful to see you all do what you do, even in COVID-19 affecting all attributes of our life. But you all are making great adjustments to blaze your path forward, both professionally and personally. And you should be very proud of yourself for all the tremendous growth that you're going through during these times, and these very uncomfortable times, let alone. These past few months have been trying for many of us, and you all stuck it through. And this is a great representation of all your efforts and resilience in these unwavering times. So definitely pat yourself on the back. With that in mind, you know, you can take this anywhere. And to our faculty and partners, I thank each and every one of you for being here today to celebrate your students. And I'm excited to see their work and how they've helped the companies. And for everyone that has helped these students throughout the process, I commend you in your commitment for advancing these students, and excited to see what will become of your careers. And yeah, so I will pass it back to Isis.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Matt. And with that said, I now hand it over to Dr. Sarah McCosey, Adjunct Business Instructor at Reedley College.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah McCosey. My students do call me Dr. Sarah at Reedley College. I applied for this faculty mentor position because with the first cohort with my students, I saw that the need to have a faculty mentor, assist students with their internship. And I've had experience, working in career development and as an entrepreneurship. And I believe it's very important for this program to have students gain firsthand experience and knowledge through these internships with startup companies. So I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. It has been a fun and experience, also a learning experience for me. The students, we have been communicating, through email, by phone, Zoom meetings, and as you all know, it did not matter what time of the day it was. I was there to answer your questions. So I'm super excited to see all of you grow and gain that confidence and just become a leader and own what it is that you are doing. You're gaining all of this experience, and then also you're out there now working for with these organizations and helping them grow, and then also gaining the skills and expertise within your necessary field. So I'm super excited to see that you've all enjoyed your internships and have a tremendous amount of knowledge and information to share with others. So definitely, I hope that from this experience that it does not stop you, but you continue to grow and seek out new opportunities, because you may never know, like I said before, you never know where it's going to lead you, right? So definitely keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well. And with everything going on, like Matt said, with COVID-19, we're navigating unsteady waters, and we're not sure what's going to happen with all this. And you're continuing to succeed, continuing to continue your experience and education. And it just shows the leaders that you are, and that you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. So thank you for all of you for doing this. You are a leader and a representative of your student body for your prospective colleges. And I know that Elise can say that she's very proud of the region and what we are doing here regionally for the Central Valley. So I want to thank all of you, and thank all of the startup companies for working with our students, and especially Matt and Isis for and Elise for implementing this program that is huge, especially here in the Central Valley, where our students may not know that there are these types of opportunities for them. Some may think that they need to travel or they need to move, but now we're bringing it here to the Central Valley, and it's enabling us to grow here in the Central Valley. So I'm super excited for everybody, and I want to see this this program grow, and I continue want to help and assist wherever that may be. So students, you have my contact, you know how to get a hold of me, and I'm here for all of you. And congratulations again for all of your hard work, and it really shows. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sarah. And without any further delay, please join me in welcoming the students to go ahead and present about their experiences at their startup companies. First up, we have Emily and Isabel, who were interning at Bloom Bras. So on to you, Emily.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. Can the video see me?
Yep, we can see you.
Okay, I was making sure. So my name is Emily Herring. I am first year business administration student at San Joaquin Delta College. And the company that I was matched with was Bloom Bras. And Bloom Bras is a bra company, and it is one of the most innovative products I have ever seen. So just to give you a little bit of background of the product, each individual cup is adjustable, and this brand is one of the most size-inclusive products I have ever seen, with the largest size being 56L. And one of the reasons why the adjustable cups are so important is that it involves so many other women who are normally left out of the bra companies that you see every day, just because of anything that might have happened to them, such as breast cancer or anything like that. So that is why I was so excited to be matched with this company, because they are so inclusive and they literally involve anyone and everyone. And Elise Kay, she accomplished transforming the modern day bra by seeing it as an engineering challenge and not a design flaw. She came in at it at a different angle than everyone else, and that is something that I absolutely admired. The company started 6 years ago, and the bra was designed with the help of NASA, shipping and packaging experts, and celebrity corset designer to Oprah Winfrey and Adele to develop a sports bra that adjusts to the body. And that's why it was so inclusive and so amazing. And then these are the tools that I utilized to assist. I did mostly social media outreach. So I utilized Planoly, which is a great tool for planning out any social media posts. With that, you're able to reach out through Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. And I used Canva, which is a great source for graphic designing, to create any and all posts that I put out into the world. We also utilized HubSpot, which was a great source for any public relations outreach. And then very excitingly, we were able to finally get our company on TikTok. So that's something that I did, that I was able to do. I took all of our current media and I was able to upload it to TikTok and make some really fun videos and get some more outreach that way. And then here are some of the graphic designs that I did. This was a outreach letter about all of the give backs that we did for all of the nurses working in COVID-19. And then on the left, this photo is a picture of Planoly. So that's just kind of how it looks right when you go in. And then on the right, that is also a newsletter that I wrote as well. And then personal and professional growth. Personal lessons was that I finally got to see that networking is extremely important. It was always something you hear about in the classroom, so it was really great to see it actually happen in the real world before me. And professional lessons was the importance of updating and tailoring my resume, because I haven't really touched my resume in about a year now, and so it was really awesome to be able to go back in there and be able to spruce it up. And biggest challenges was overcoming any anxiety that I had. Our meetings were always so helpful and insightful. All of the guest speakers were amazing and gave amazing advice. And a quote that really stuck with me throughout these 12 weeks was, "Stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's the most important? That is what is important, action." You don't have to wait to be confident, just do it, and eventually the confidence will follow. And then finally, I just wanted to say thank you to Isis, Matt, Elise, and Sarah. All of you guys were amazing. Anytime I had a question or an email, it was answered right away, and it was absolutely amazing to have that type of support. And I'm also really excited to introduce Isabel. She was my partner throughout this whole thing in Bloom Bras. She was also absolutely amazing. Whenever there was any challenges or anything like that, we would just email each other, and I'm just super excited that she gets to go next.
Hi, everyone. My name is Isabel Alcocer. I go to Bakersfield College, and I'm in my second year. I want to do accounting, so my major is in business administration. So this is one of the a few of the projects I have worked on. I worked on developing content for the newsletter, making below you can see a little banner. I also included that on the newsletter, as well as a sell sheet that I made for my founder. So the outcomes of the work that I developed for my founder was positive feedback, improving content, and increasing our outreach to our subscribers. Things I learned were to be resourceful. Definitely when you're in a project like this, you kind of don't know what to do, and you have to find a lot of tools on your own. So Google did help a lot. I found a lot of good resources on how to market, as well as the information that was provided by my founder and by the NASDAQ team. It really helped me be able to know what plan to take. And in regards to personal things I learned about myself, I learned how to be creative. I'm a pretty creative person on my own, but I realized I'm pretty good at marketing and developing content. I also learned the value of taking notes. So every meeting I would have with my founder, I would write down everything, and I found it really helpful because whenever I was lost in the week, I would just look over my notes and realize that I had all the information there. As well as the biggest challenge for me and value was that the value of feedback. I always asked my founder to let me know if she wanted anything changed. That really helped strengthen my skills and my ideas. Something I learned was I had to let go of my perfectionist attitude. It was very much a hindrance sometimes because I wanted everything perfect. And that goes on to my next slide where I learned to let things go. Because sometimes I would, because I did develop a video for my founder. It was an ad for Facebook. And I began to spend too much time on worrying about the music. And you'd be surprised how much time you can spend on just fixating on one thing. So just let things go and move on forward. I also learned that feedback is very important and always ask for it. Don't feel offended. You'll be surprised by how much it'll improve your work. And the value that I got from this whole experience is on the next slide. So I definitely learned the value of multitasking, and I learned how to make newsletters, how to target an audience. Time management and resourcefulness was the biggest one for me, as well as all the resources that were provided by the NASDAQ team really helped me kind of just realize the potential in marketing. So those are the value I got from this opportunity. I'm very thankful for everyone. I realized that I can do a lot of things that seem really difficult, and I am able to I've been looking at job searches a lot, so I'm really thankful for the opportunity.
Amazing. Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Rajneesh and Javier, who both intern at StockCard.
Yeah, so hello, everyone. I'd like to start off. My name is Javier Monzo, and the company I interned for was called StockCard. So a little bit about myself. I'm a West Coast Community College graduate. I got my SAT in Business Administration, and I'm transferring to UCR, specifically focusing on marketing. As for the company that I interned for, it's called StockCard. And StockCard is basically an online tool for self-directed investors that helps reduce the time to analyze or find any company in less than 5 minutes. Now, the things that I accomplished during this internship, the most important ones I'd consider to be was I helped establish an end-to-end influencer program, which consisted of mainly marketing, email marketing, and basically transitioning influencers to partners. And as a result of that, I did create multiple partnerships, which therefore helped continue organic growth for the company and overall platform growth. As for professional learnings, I learned the importance of communication. Staying in contact with my team was something I did extremely frequently, making sure any questions I had to be answered, and my team was answered them extremely quickly, This therefore allowed the entire process to run as smoothly as possible. As for personal learnings, I learned to just do it. I learned to just go for it, even though, although I might feel uncomfortable, maybe it's out of my comfort zone, to just go for it. And overall organizational skills, right? So time management, making sure everything goes smoothly, Excel tracking, so keeping up on the progress on influencers and make sure everything, the whole process runs as smooth as possible. As for what I'm glad I learned, my experience overall, one of my biggest challenges during this internship was being a host in a webinar in front of a 30,000 member investing community. It was when I was asked if I wanted to do this, in my head I said no, but I knew I had to say yes because it was going to help me grow and learn, and it would have been a great experience. And there's a picture on the top right that was with one of the influencers we're working with. As for what I learned about myself, it all comes down to passion. You can persevere when you're passionate about what it is that you do. And I'm very passionate about investing, the stock market, and marketing. And this is why I love this internship, and I always gave it my 100%. And that ties into why I love this program. They paired me up with the best possible company. Yep, and that's my presentation. I'd like to pass it on to Raj, my partner.
So hi guys, my name is Rajneesh Arora, and I'm also an intern at StockCard. Currently I'm a rising sophomore at UC Irvine, and I'm a business econ student, and I'm getting my minor in management. And some of the things that I like to do besides the work I did at StockCard were just like investing, hiking, and trying new cuisine. So basically what I accomplished at StockCard as a data analyst intern was curating a lot of stock collections, and they were pretty much based on emerging trends in the stock market. So stuff along the lines of like electric vehicles and COVID-19 vaccinations. Overall, as of now, I researched upwards of 200 individual stocks with fundamental techniques. So yeah, definitely a time taking experience, but it was well worth it. And it resulted in strong customer feedback. I got to hear what our clients liked and didn't like and how I can improve, and just an expansion of StockCard's database of stocks and products that we offer. So both of my growth, both professional and personal, really expanded when I was at StockCard. Professionally, I got to learn how to do stock analysis and research. I kind of got an understanding of just how a startup's infrastructure and how they operate, everything from investor relations to working with data companies all around the world. And just a lot of technical skills that I feel like I can apply in the future at any work that I do, along the lines of like Excel, Google Sheets, and just giving presentations. Personally, I got to learn how to do time management. I was doing everything from another job with this internship and units at school. So I got to learn that how to balance everything and make sure I get the best out of everything and the most out of everything. Communication, learning how to communicate with my team almost all the time, any time of day, whether that's through Slack, email, or any other platform, and just investment research to understand my own markets and what I want to invest in the future. So what I'm glad I learned is that there are a lot of aspects to a startup, like I explained, and that it's possible to do anything if you put your mind to it, whether it's like data analyst work or marketing work or being a CEO, anything's possible. My biggest challenges were just understanding who our demographic is, how to do the research that I've been planning on doing, and how can I do my best as an intern, and how can I contribute the most to this company. What I learned about myself was mostly that success is inevitable, especially when I surround myself with like-minded individuals like Javier or like our CEO and every employee of that company. And I guess the same reason why I love this program is that StockCard is a company that I can see myself working at besides like an intern, just because of how much I like to work. So I'm really glad I enjoyed this, joined this program and got to experience that.
Awesome. Thank you, Raj. Next up, we have, let's see here, we have Bryce Reeves, who interned at Build-A-Ray.
Hello, everybody. All right, my name is Bryce Reeves. I am a business student at San Joaquin Delta College, a first-year business student. The company I was with was Build-A-Ray. They are a low-code, easy-to-use form building platform that can be used in just about any industry. So the opportunities are endless with the company. I worked on a ton of different projects with my time at Builderway. Projects such as web page development. I built forums for clients. I even created how-to videos that were working on getting implemented into some of our emails. Created marketing emails and researched different marketing plans, and assisted in competition research and built competition and SWOT reports for the team. I also did, like I said, client preparations for some meetings that we had for some of our clients. I learned a ton of different things with my time at Builderway, mainly the systems that we use, such as HubSpot, and how important it could be to a small team like ours, and also how we could create workflows for our email marketing campaigns. I also met so many amazing people and built an amazing network that I'll never forget, such as my supervisor, Brent, and my CEO, Matt. They're amazing, and they've taught me so much of my time there. And I also learned the process that a startup has to go through to get and acquire clients and actually expand their revenue and make sure that we are not only working with clients in one industry, but we expand and know that we can handle any other industry in the world. Some thoughts I have were just being a part of the content development and creating web pages for the team was an experience I thought I would never have working here. You know, the web pages that we built right now are currently in the process of getting put onto our website. And when those do go live, it's going to be really, it's going to make me feel really special to be a part of a team like that, and making sure that all of our clients who are going to go to those web pages are going to be seeing content that I created for the team is really something that I'll never forget. And also the presenters that we had, like Ina Simonyuk, or some of the other ones that we had, were amazing. And I'll never forget some of the lessons that she taught us and how I even implemented those into some of our email marketing campaigns while I was with my time at Builderway. And lastly, I just want to say thank you to everybody at NASDAQ and at Builderway, you know, Isis, Matt, Elise, Sarah. You guys are amazing, and you guys were there for me every step of the way whenever I needed any questions or had anything going on. And then also my supervisor, you know, Brent, he taught me so much in my 3 months there. And I know he's here in the chat right now, but, you know, Brent, you're awesome, and I really appreciate everything you did for me, sir.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bryce. Next up, we have Juan Ochoa, who interned at Moku Foods.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan Ochoa from Greeley College, majoring in Business Administration and Entrepreneurship. Next slide, please. The company I interned with is Moku Foods. They are a plant-based jerky. The founder I worked with is Matthew Feldman. And the base of the jerky is mushrooms, and they're turning it into meat. Just like their motto says, move over beef, and that's not a typo, it's moo for, you know, cows. There's a new jerky in town. So the 3 flavors they will be launching in fall will be original, sweet and spicy, and Hawaiian teriyaki. They are only using clean, plant-based, allergen-free ingredients, and they work with some of the top food scientists to create jerky that will emulate the taste and texture of meat. And also they are, I also follow vegan diet, so the progress of plant-based food and vegan food has been a great increase. You know, just last year, Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat have been put into fast food chains. So Moku Foods is also creating an increase in plant-based foods and vegan foods. Next slide, please. My internship experience. So my role at Moku Foods was research-based. I researched potential influencers, whether they were micro or macro, and also competitors, even if they were not plant-based. We also want to look at what non-vegan jerkies are doing. And I also research brands that Moku Foods will be able to collaborate on giveaways. And what I learned professionally is about remote relationship building. I participated in cohort number 1, and I learned a lot from it. One of the things was constant communication. Because it is remote, And during the first cohort, I felt a disconnect because I was not communicating as much as I would have liked to with my founders. So in this internship for cohort number 2, I decided to keep in constant communication with my founder, whether it was through texting him or calling him every week for a meeting and following up on my work and tasks. And personally, I learned about passion. Since I do follow vegan diet, Moku Foods was a great company for me to work with, because when I'm passionate about something and someone else is passionate about it, we're gonna work together and do our best. And also learned about motivation. While it is good to be passionate about something, it's not the thing that will get you further. You also need motivation, because there's a lot of projects I want to work on and I'm very passionate about, but there's that thing that is missing, and that's motivation. And I also want to talk about something else. Before the internship, I wasn't sure if I should work with Moku Foods. I wanted to take a break. So there was 2 sides. One was, this would be a good opportunity for me to take. And the other part of me was, I'm kind of tired. I really don't want to spend my summer doing an internship. So what I did, which is something I do not usually do, is I spoke to my professor, which is Dr. Sarah. And I asked her, I gave her my opinion and my thoughts and asked her, what should I do? And so she told me to take it because this is a great opportunity. And so I learned that it's okay for me to ask for a second opinion, because usually I'm just deciding things on my own. And it was a valuable lesson for me to actually ask others what they think. And that's how I made up my mind to intern with Moku Foods. Next slide, please. So I want to thank everyone at the NASDAQ Entrepreneur Center, Isis, Matt, Elise, and Dr. Sarah, who just joined us recently, and also Really College, specifically Dr. Sarah, because she's the one that introduced me to the Intern Match program. And she really helped me along as a mentor and, someone I could lean back on. And also want to thank Moku Foods for giving me the opportunity to intern with them. And also all the fellow interns. I liked hearing your opinions, your thoughts throughout this program. Thank you, everyone. My name is Juan Ochoa.
Thanks, Juan. Amazing. Next up, we have Andrew Medina from Vanalize.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Andrew Medina Jr. I go to Really College, and I just finished up my junior year last semester. My major was entrepreneurship, of course, which went to hand with this program, as it went along with my goals of making a business, helping me grow in my music and growing a business. And one of my favorite goals I accomplished because of this program is seeing a product being developed. And this is the startup I was interning at, Vanalize, the making of the Google Sports data. Vanalize is an app for sports data. It's a fast and easy way to analyze your sports stats using the creation of a mobile app to help bring fast and efficient way to look up your favorite players and teams. And some features of this app are stats and news, schedules and odds, stats and graphs, and being able to compare your favorite players. And this here is my CEO, Juan, which was helpful along the whole internship. These are some of the projects I was able to work on: target market research, finding the target customer, finding the trends of this to help out with targeting the marketing for the app. I was able to analyze data and research which market of app store is the best in the market size and numbers in the top states. I was able to survey, finding the problems customers have that we're able to solve through the app. And I was able to watch an actual live mock-up of the product, which was very awesome. And at the end, I was able to research and recap all of we learned to apply it to the app to help the startup up. I was able to learn personal skills and professional skills. Digital learning, of course, Zoom, using Canva, using Excel, all through the internship. Being able to adapt through this COVID was challenging, of course, but I think it was very helpful. I was able to build a relationship with my co-founder, asking questions, getting answers, being able to help me through my business studies, and also work alongside an intern, which was very helpful and helped with gaining confidence and also knowledge, being able to ask something and not be so shy about it was very helpful for this internship. My biggest challenge I came across was going out and surveying people what the problems were without seeming like spam or over messaging them to get answers, which our co-founder helped us learn how to do. What I learned about myself is what I can improve on, the skills I can improve on, and what I really excel at, and what I need to work on. My most valued is the opportunity and experience of this program. I'd like to thank everybody at the NASDAQ that was part of the program, Isis, Matt, Dr. Sarah, and Elise. They're all very helpful, and they made this program very helpful for college students. And for the future, I plan on taking the knowledge of all I learned from this internship and applying it to my future in business.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrew. Next up, we have Dhruva and Resleen from Go Paladin.
All right. Hello, everyone. So I will get started with the Go Paladin. So I am currently at San Joaquin Delta College, and my major is business administration. I want to continue studying business administration and will be applying this fall. So I'm really excited for that. And what I'm doing right now is I'm using my time to gain insight and learn more and more about the business world. And NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center has been a huge help for me in doing this. All right. So Go Paladin is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to serve and empower the underrepresented communities such as Black, Latinx, and LGBTQ to help them succeed in the entrepreneurial world. Go Paladin serves founders by hosting community events, bringing in industry experts, as well as connecting them to investors. At Paladin, we are big on community, curating a space of empowerment and encouragement for founders, as well as team members to embark a long-lasting space for the underrepresented. Dhruva. Okay, sorry. So during my time with Go Paladin, I worked with the community team to grow brand recognition, as well as an exciting Facebook Workplace launch for all portfolio member companies. I began my internship with roles in compiling and maintaining internal database for the companies while also creating promotional material. And then I went on to developing newsletter content to send out to over 100 companies that we worked with. And since my focus was community, I was able to really understand the unique ways to create an environment that is engaging and keeps others connected to our company. So during my internship, I believe problem solving and communication were two skills I really developed. I am definitely someone that does not say no to new tasks and just try to take everything and learn about it. But while I was doing this, I really learned about the power of communication and how just communicating with your founder that, hey, you know, this is a project that I'm being told to work on, but maybe this is not something that aligns with what my skill sets are, and what can we do to this. So I spoke with Isis and Sarah, and they taught me how to, approach my founder and tell them, hey, this is what I can do, and how can we go on from this. And I think this was really important, because not only did it help me work with projects that were more aligned to my skill sets, but it also helped the company in executing what they wanted to do in a timely manner. So I thought that was a really, really positive change, and it helped me just get through my internship with a really positive outcome.
Hey guys, my name is Dhruva Kolakaneni. I'm a rising freshman, and I'm studying cognitive science with a specialization in machine learning and neural computation with an intended double major of economics. So I'm all over the place and I'm doing a lot in college, but I'm excited because it's going to be fun. So I worked in the same company as Rosaline did, but specifically on my end, I worked more on the technical venture capital side of it. So I did 3 initiatives. The first one was the Founder Forward Fund. The Founder Forward Fund for us was kind of a way to get us and get our founders, the people who relied on us to get into the pipeline, to the connections that they needed to go as fast as possible. Meaning we wanted to break down the barriers of connection that you see, that you have to know somebody to break into this world. So that's what we did. And the way we did that is by compiling grant or like equity-free based grants that we could give to people as a way of starting to get them forward on their capital journey. Then we pioneered the Pipeline Company. Now this is a sub-project of GoPaladin that was one of the most informative and like most innovative projects that we created at the time, at least in my time at GoPaladin. It's a Netflix type subscription service where we connect the buyers and the investors to the other side of the pipeline company and the founders. So what we do is we allow investors to binge pitches, and as a way to kind of see and match with their angel investors. Once we make that match, they can finally skip all of the warm introductions and get right to business. We also founded the Financial Mobility Experiment. This was another experiment in the way of how we could get founders to their capital faster. Through a combination of crowdfunding, through accelerator programs, and generous discounts from bigger companies, we found a way to get startups access to the resources they need on the spot. Oftentimes, the biggest barrier to entering into small businesses is the tools and the resources that you need to buy. For example, you have to buy cloud software and team management and project management software. All of these things we could bundle together and give these resources to our portfolio companies in a meaningful way in which they could use it. So during my time at GoPaladin, I had a couple challenges, and it's caused a lot of reflection for me. The first one was hands-on execution. Something I learned early on is that I really liked being part of a team that does tangible things. Every week we would have all hands meetings and we would make a plan for the week, but it wasn't enough to just talk about it. We had to execute. And if we didn't execute, the next week we had to talk about and sit down and talk about what went wrong, why we couldn't execute, and what could be better in the future. In addition, we also learned about work ethic. I really gained a better appreciation for the life of a CEO. As an aspiring business and entrepreneur, it really shocked me how much work it went in to be a CEO. And it's not a 9-to-5 job, it's a sunrise to sunset job. And so those hours are really intense, and I really gained an appreciation for Terrell, my CEO. And yeah, thank you everyone on the team, especially those at the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center, those at GoPaladin. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And although I might be moving on from San Joaquin Delta College, I would like to thank them for introducing me to the Entrepreneurial Center in the first place and giving me all the opportunities to advance in my career that I could possibly attain at a certain time. Thank you guys.
And I would like to add, a huge thanks to the faculty and mentor who went above and beyond early morning or late night to assist us in any way possible. And then last but not least, a huge thank you to the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center for giving us such an incredible opportunity of working with founders and startups who are on their path to success. Witnessing and working among them is absolutely unbelievable, and we are incredibly grateful for this opportunity. And I can speak from personal experience of being a part of this for the second time that I had such a wonderful time, and I hope that we can stay connected in the future and continue to grow this mission of democratizing entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing work, everyone. Again, really impressed with all of your presentations. And for those of you who are joining us today, we did a practice session with the students a couple of days ago, and it was just phenomenal to see how much they supported each other and how they were there for each other, and were, you know, sharing things like, oh, I love that idea, I'm going to use that in my presentation. There was just so much collaboration, and it was really beautiful to see, especially as we start to wrap up the program here. Again, to the students who are participating, congratulations to all of you. We are so proud of all of you, and could have asked for a better group, really. And thank you for your willingness to support each other, to roll up your sleeves and work hard with the companies that you're paired with, and just support each other. And it was a real treat to learn and get to know all of you, and such a privilege to just watch your growth from the beginning into where you guys are now. So with that said, I do hand it to Elise Campbell to share a couple words with the group.
All right, thank you, Isis. And again, congratulations to all the interns and the founders on all your accomplishments, and really for blazing a trail, for having a link for us for the future for community college students to have the opportunities to work remote internships throughout the state, the US, and possibly even globally. I'm so proud of all of you, the interns. I've talked to all of you, and then just hearing what you said today, I wish I could hire all of you as an intern to help me, because I could use all these skill sets you shared today, that's for sure. So, you know, when the regional and state directors, Chuck Eason, our state directors on the call today, when we started conversations probably about 2 years ago with the NASDAQ team, we had a solution to a problem. How do we connect community college system to startups? But we really, just like the founders, you know, we were just struggling on how do we get our message out? How do we make this program go? And it really took a village. So thank you to the NASDAQ team, Nicola, Selena, Isis, Matt, our faculty externs. We have Dr. Sarah on today as one of our mentors. We've got a couple other faculty right now working with the NASDAQ Center from our region on just helping create some new training programs for the interns as we move on to hopefully having another successful cohort as all of you today. And just a special shout out to Isis. She's just done a brilliant job like managing this project. So, you know, all of us, our worlds have changed, and the entrepreneurial spirit and the innovation that all of you have shared with us today working on this project just creates more opportunities as we look at distance learning, growth, and success. So really excited to get ramped up for cohort 3. I know we'll be calling on all of you to share. We love for our grants to have success stories like all of you, and like to call on you to be on panels and share your recording of this today. So again, thank you so much. And to all the interns, you had me at what I learned. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Elise. And again, congratulations to all of you. This concludes our offboarding program. I would love if everyone can kind of come off mute and give a little bit of a round of applause to our cohort. Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will be sure to share out the recording. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Great job, everyone.